What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. So in the past, I've gotten so many questions about the naming mechanic that I do for Pokemon Go. And although I have made some videos in the past explaining everything like the move typing and all of that, what I haven't done is shown you how I actually do it. So today we will be using Pokie Genie. Now, Pokie Genie is considered to be a third-party app, so it technically breaks the terms of service. Is it something severe? Honestly, I don't think so. I personally wish that Niantic would come up with something so that we can have access to IV so we can just name the Pokemon ourselves. But also, besides Pokie Genie, you can do the exact same thing in Calci IV. Most people who have Calci IV are probably on the Apple side since you have to take screenshots to use Pokie Genie on Apple. But either way, this will help you come up with an idea as well as a new tool. So with all of that being said, before we get into the video, I want to go ahead and announce that I am uploading some Pokemon Let's Go content onto my second channel. I announced this in the last video and you guys absolutely smashed that sub button. We are almost at 400 subscribers already. Thank you so much for that. Check out the pinned comment for that. But with that being said, if this video is helpful to you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I think a couple of things have stopped people from covering this topic. One being that it is technically against the terms of service, but another kind of weird thing is if you use an overlay app, it's extremely difficult for you to record your phone screen. So I'm having to project it to my computer to be able to do this. And this video does take a lot of work. So if it is helpful to you, make sure to hit that like button. So let's go ahead and scroll through this. As you will see at the bottom, I have a custom template. You can actually add on multiple templates, and today we will be correcting a little bit of information in relation to how I've created it in the past. As you will see, I have Dragonite up on the screen, and one of the issues that I've run into is the fact that I don't have enough room to get all the characters in, so I end up having to type out a lot of it, but we are going to be fixing that, so this will be the updated method. So now we're going to go ahead and add in a custom template. I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this stuff and just kind of like act like we're starting from scratch, right? And I will show you how this works. So the first thing that we need to take a look at is I personally want to know the move set type. And so as you will see, we have the move set typings, but you can actually get down to the actual quick move and charge move. So what you want to do is go down to that and see something called quick type. That just simply means what is the typing of your quick move. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And I want to go ahead and check out just like this chart, right? So this is what I have personally made for myself that I think is great. If you want to do something different, by all means do it. Just know that you can create your own chart and feel free to take a screenshot of this if you just want to mirror what I build. So if you want to go ahead and change your own, you'll just click adjust and then go to custom, and then you'll just scroll through and name anything and everything that you want to have. Like I said, I'm personally happy with the setup that I have. If you are not, by all means, go for it. So what we will do now is click add. As you will see, it says the quick type. That's the first thing that we will see. Up next, I want to know what the charge moves type is. So all we have to do is use the charge type. Once again, if you want to go ahead and customize it to whatever you want, you'll just click on custom, but all I did was make it the exact same thing as what it was for the quick typing. That way they're just the exact same thing. So now that we have this added in, it will show us the typing for the quick move, and then it will show the typing for the charge move. Up next, I typically want to know the actual IV stats for attack, defense, and stamina. So that is what we will do next, and this is great. So if we go ahead and go over to some IVs, we can go ahead and add in the attack IV. Now check this out. If we go ahead and do the adjust format, you will see that we can actually choose what we want. We could do black circles, white circles, you know, kind of whatever. By all means, go ahead and do it. But what's cool about this is like a number 15 counts as one character. And since we only have a certain amount of characters, you have to be able to get as much information in as you want. I personally like the black circles, so I'm good with that. So we have the attack IV in. Now we'll just add in the defense IV. It'll be the exact same thing. And then we'll add in the stamina IV. It will be the exact same thing. So how it stands right now is we have the move typing and we have the individual IVs for the attack, defense, and stamina. Up next, the only two things that I personally care about is the overall IVs that we have on the Pokemon, and then secondly is the level of the Pokemon. But I want to go ahead and leave the level for the Pokemon last so that it is easier to change. For example, if you need to change something and you just want to type it in instead, since you have a lot of room, you can easily go in and do that. So that is what we will do next. We just want the IV average. So that is what we want to have on it. We will click add, and it should just add it in there, no problem. Like I said, we'll just add in the IVs as just a whole number. If it is 100%, it should just show up as a 100, just in case you are curious about that. And then the last thing that we have is going to be the Pokemon's level. Now, the reason why I'm not putting in the Pokemon number or anything like that is because you can actually search that for yourself just in the regular search feature. So we are going to add on the level, and as you will see, the display format is set as a circle. If you want to take this away and just use a regular number, by all means go for it. Then all you have to do is just back it up, and then you can just change the number to the next one. So for example, if you changed it, you could just, change it to a fraction, decimal, whatever. And like I said, if you want to change the level, especially if you're powering up, you may get a little annoyed, like, wait a minute, I don't want to have to go do this a bunch of times. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show you what that would look like. I think decimal is probably fine. I know it will take up a little bit of room, but we have so much room to work with. So this is currently what we have set up, and I'm going to go ahead and save this and save it as custom template 2 so that we have anything and everything ready to go. As you will see at the bottom, there is a check mark. The reason why that is there is so you can select your default. So I guess it's time to go ahead and get in to Pokemon Go, and we will name one of our first Pokemon so you can see this in action. Like I said, it will be a little bit different than some of these other Pokemon, so just keep that in mind. So I guess we can go ahead and try it on a Gyarados. So now that we have that set up, if we go into the app and then just get it set up to where we can just kind of take the screenshot or the overlay. In Android, it's just an overlay. You'll just run it, and then now we've got all of the information that we need, but now we have to copy it to the clipboard. So if you just click on View in Pokie Genie, and then go up to the 3 dots and click Copy Name to Clipboard, it will copy all of the information that you need. So we'll go ahead and go back to the app. Now that we're in here, we can go ahead and back this up, and we can paste it in. Now for anyone who's like, wait a minute, I wouldn't put it in like that because the 8931 is right up against it. Maybe you want to do something like that instead. If you are curious about how the spacing stuff works, we can just go into the app itself, and then we can add in a spacing, which is super nice. So go ahead and click on the name generator again. We're going to click on custom template 2 so we can change up some information. And what I'm going to do is remove the level so that I can add on a space behind it, and then we will add on the level back. So as you will see, this double quote here just means a space, that's all it is. And then we will add on the level to it. So now we have some extra space. I'm gonna go back in and just do the circle this time so you can see what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and add it, and then we will save it. So keep in mind there will be a space between the Pokemon's IV and the level, just so we don't get it mixed up. And we'll go ahead and go back into Pokemon Go. We will once again do the screenshot again, view it in Pokie Genie, copy name to the clipboard. Now if we head back over, you will see that the circle will be put into place. We have saved a ton of room, and we have just so much information that we can even add in on top of this. If you want to add in something for legacy moves, you can do that. You can do so much with this. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. This is what I personally do, but you can do so much more with the app. So I want to go ahead and end this on the question of the day. Would you use this? Have you used this? Do you find it helpful? Is it worth using, even if it technically is against the terms of service? And what do you think Niantic should do about it to give people like the information so we don't have to use it in the first place? There's so many things to talk about with this, and I hope you did enjoy this. If this was helpful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon Go content. And I will see you next time.
Hit me like a tidal wave, triggered by the aftershock. Hit me like a tidal wave, I
can't hit these high notes. How does he do this? This is impossible. I give up.